Oh, hi. I didn't realize I actually had this on. Well, I guess since I've already had the camera on, I might as well just keep having it on. Hi. Okay, I'm just quickly putting together a little visual thing. I'm just being very annoyed by it right now. I think what I want to do is move these so that they start to look. The solution for this is going to be moving that back a second. Okay. Why is it? Wait. Save on this and hit close. Oh, good. Okay. I've been sitting on my foot. My foot hurts now. And I get to update that to 20. That's right, it has an issue with that, so I'm just gonna move it over here. Alright. We'll be starting in a few moments. I didn't even know I had my camera on the whole time. Would have been nice of me to realize that about myself. Okay, I'm going to disappear for a moment and then I'll come back and then we'll be ready to go. Hello. Oh, hello. Yay. So now, if I were to change this to the file that I need. Oh. Okay. think we're finally set. Set to... one moment. What? Auto control. Alright, hello. Okay, we're finally here, we're getting going. One moment here. I'm just checking to make sure things are looking and working in the way they should. Not the best visual representation. Talk about that over there, but it's something. Okay. Give me a few moments to make sure that my audio is doing fine. And then we should be good to go. I think my audio is doing okay. I'm gonna grab this a moment. Okay. All right. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do. And then if I switch this over to here. And then finally, we check to make sure. Okay. Well. Now we're just gonna make a little quick check here. Excellent. Whoop. Luckily, whatever was shown there actually wasn't that important to if it was shared or not. I guess I will state that I am. I was gonna be a discussion point for later, but I'll just bring it up now. I'm working on a giant document that I'll upload eventually. That'll be things like code of conduct and sort of like policy fund stuff. Just because I think it is important for each public repository that's trying to like build a community to have a code of conduct to go along with that. And I currently don't have one on my repositories, and given the plans that I have for the future with doing more stuff, I think it'll be important to have one. I'm gonna move this. There we go. Good enough. Okay. Again with the horses, I figured out what the issue is. Kind of. Let's see with the background, because I thought... Oh, it's just straight up an image. Where did this image come from? What is this image? Excellent. This is the standard Windows background. Not too exciting there. Where is this image stored? That's what I want to know. Where did this image come from? I know, don't know. Okay. Little mini rabbit hole first. Where does Windows 11 Spotlight background images stored on a hard drive? Let's see if that... Jeez goodness. Okay. Microsoft Windows Content Delivery Manager? Oh. And then what? Local state assets. Oh, goodness. Okay. Okay. Which means I'm gonna have a fun time copying all of these. In fact, actually, though, I'm gonna just select these. And then let's go in a Spotlight images. Okay. Oh no. Oh my goodness. How? Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna cut off the last character of each of these, but frankly, I don't think I really care. Okay. That's not what we're looking for. Okay. Oh yeah. Here we are. Horses. Cool. Alright, well now that I have horses, as well as other random images, whatever the fuck is going on here, I'm satisfied. Where did some of these other images... Wait a moment, what is the zoom? Wow. Where are some of these other random images? I have no recollection of them at all. Oh, it's horses, but narrow. Horses, but portrait. Okay. Excellent. Anyway, I'm actually going to create a shortcut so that I can come back to that. Okay, so I just kind of did a bunch of things without explaining anything. So I had originally set Windows 11 to, it's supposed to give me a new, like, fun Windows background every single day. But it hasn't been doing that. In fact, it's just been on this horse's icon for, like, background for however many months it's been, honestly. I mean, you could look back at old streams, like, months ago, and you'd see, this same background. I don't have anything against horses, and the mountains also look nice, but some variety, some spice would be nice. But I also wanted to keep the horses image, so I was just like, where did they store the images? And I figured out where they store the images, and now I have the horses images for myself forever saved on my computer. Well, with that being done, ooh, pretty. So now we'll actually get the actual proper spotlight images and a new background every day, in theory. We'll see. Okay, so for a quick little catch-up thing, so what we are working on today is going to be the ribbon. You can see my library online on GitHub here at github.com/jakebird/ssui, jakebird.ssui. This is my UI library that I have built, and that contains a whole bunch of fun little things, various controls that I've built over the years that I like to use for all of my programs and all the stuff that I'm doing. Boop. Oh, it's upset about something. Ribbon test is upset because I made a change, but it apparently shouldn't have to. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm just gonna restart Visual Studio. Sometimes that's just the best solution. So I was going to show you the progress we had made so far with the ribbon. This isn't the full pulled. Oh my goodness. All right. Oh. Alright, well, that's my fault. I didn't realize that was actually already in use. Okay. Alright, I did make a couple of small changes to the ribbon since the previous stream that we had done, which was a while ago. A long while ago, honestly. And so I will share with you a couple... I will share what changes I had made once we can actually finally get this thing built and going. Yay. Took long enough. Okay. So here is our ribbon control. I forgot about this thing. Oh gosh. So yeah, here's the ribbon that I've built so far. And as you can see, it's still kinda... A lot of it's looking pretty okay, but there's definitely still some work to be done. The big thing that I want to work on today is you can see this here. This is a very long ribbon tab. A lot of commands here. In fact, this is basically the view tab from Excel just completely copied over into here. Just so I have something to kind of, I don't know, reference. I don't think this has any menu items. Nope, this does. But anyway, but clearly you can see the problem is that when you resize the window, all this extra stuff on the side of the ribbon just gets hidden away. You can't even access this. Like if I wanted to access this button, this menu over here, but it's resized like this, you can't access it at all. Which is, as you'd expect, a problem. So that's the big thing that I want to try to get to work on today. So we'll do that. Yeah. But a lot of other features are present, like contextual tabs work to an extent. And, you know, just the whole tab thing in general works, and that the actual buttons on it can work and do stuff. Yeah. And this is the galleries that we've kind of have built so far. These buttons currently don't do anything, and it still has some room for work. But that was what we had done in the previous stream or two, I believe. Part 7 and Part 8 was working on this gallery. And I will continue more work on this off stream, like I had said at the end of Part 8. I do want to get more work done with the gallery. I need to sort out these arrow icons here, because this is just weird looking. And the other thing I just need to do is put together a plan for how I'm going to make the whole actual drop-down thing work. I suppose at this point I should pull up a program where it has the elements I'm looking for so that I can show you. What is this? Sure. I don't know what this is. This is apparently a recording of me having... This has music. Is there a way to mute it? No, I guess not. I don't know. What is the music tools? Music volume. Let's put that there so that it actually doesn't play. What is this? Oh, this was me messing with the video stabilization. Oh gosh. Okay. Anyway. It's so easy for me to get distracted. So anyway, the important thing that I was going to share here is that this is another program that actually has a ribbon. And more importantly, it has a gallery that I can show for you. This is kind of what a gallery is supposed to do, where it has multiple items when you actually do the little drop down here. More than what's actually on the screen. Here's a 6 item down here. And so this actual drop down part, when you actually open this up to show all this, that's the part I still need to work on and sort out. Similar deal over here. Wow. Anyway, this will make a fun thing to reference for. Okay. When I need to reference a ribbon thing. So another thing to ask, so when it comes to actually the thing that I want to work on today, as you can see as I'm resizing this window and making it shorter, it's the gallery specifically that I'm moving around, but it is, oh, there you just saw the cut and copy text get hidden. But as I resize this window, you can see that the buttons and stuff moves around and gets shrunken down and smaller so that it actually fits everything more properly. Or I should more say, so that everything actually fits onto the size of the window. So that is the thing that I'm going to be working on today, is that little element myself here. So that not only applies to that window, but also to this one. Or, well, this is probably a bad example. Or like this. This window. Okay. This window, they actually only did so much. In fact, frankly, the resizing only helps some of this. Anyway, this is what happens when you end up with resizing a ribbon that actually doesn't support the proper resizing. Is little scroll buttons appear. But yeah. Anyway. So that's the thing that I'm going to be working on today. Given how late already is, I'm not sure exactly how far we're going to get into that, but we'll start. And to get started, I have, of course, a little piece of paper. Probably can't really see it all that well. Where I've written down my notes, my ideas for how this is going to actually happen. So I have, oh hi, I have something that I am able to reference, which is great. Oh, fix and reference for scrolling and ribbon. Didn't realize that the ribbon command that I had deleted actually was in use, although now I've changed it to use the tab control equivalent. There's that. So with that, we'll begin. And a couple of things that I'm going to want to answer for myself here first is I'm going to add on a little section down here where I can, I guess, query some things. So that is going to be a box, burp, burp. I'm gonna make this 40. And I'm gonna fill this in with a what? That's the question. Text box, I guess. Wow. Okay. Cool. And it's going to be enter. Ooh. How do I Okay. I'm just going to hide that. And then we will do text status. And then I will just add on a button here. Boop. Except we'll actually change this to a flat button because I like to be fancy. And so in here, this is what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to make a little text box that I can just dump in whatever info I want to put in here. And in this section here is where I'm gonna put in the info that I want dumped in. Oh, what did I just put in? Nope. That one. Go down here. Okay. And ribbon items. We'll do item name. Nope. Title. Item desired. Nope. We're already running into an issue. Oh boy. Okay. We're actually gonna have to pull back in system. Text status, text is equal to SP to string. Excellent. All right. Okay. Oh, actually we'll do this. That way we're not sitting here and doing that. Okay. Item Okay, var total desired is equal to items. Okay. Basically, I'm wanting like this min-max thing, except nope. What I'm looking for some. Excellent. Yeah. So then we got that going on. Excellent. Desired width, total desired, actual. Okay. So with that being done, because the first thing that we're trying to figure out is we're just trying to collect some information, because I have a theory about how this is gonna go, but I just want to make sure that what it actually is matching up, and the actual answer is no. Let's do this one. Ooh, it's based upon ones that haven't been rendered yet. Ooh, that's interesting to note. Okay. And ribbon actual width is greater than total actual. Then we have ribbon size good or ribbon too small. Okay. The last thing I'm gonna do is, because it's gonna bother me if I don't, is this. Okay. So then bam. So this one tells us the ribbon size is good for this one, and obviously that's the case because we have a little bit extra space over here. But if we update this, now we have the view tab here, and it says the ribbon is too small, which is clearly the case because as I keep going out here, oh, there's more. But now it'll actually say it's good, but then now again, too small. So what is interesting to me is that any tabs that you never open at all, it just says 0. And of course, so that means that it won't actually ever do the compacting. So that's going to be something that I will have to keep in mind, is that it'll have to, excuse me, recheck the sizes whenever you change tabs. Because it's never really going to know if a tab is too big or too small until you actually render it first. So there's that. Okay. But at least this part kind of confirms the thing that I'm looking for, is that if we check this width, and this this is bigger than that, then that means, okay, it's time to compact some of this stuff down. So the next element that I'm going to do as a part of that is I'm going to come down to these here, and I'm going to start with giving them a compact order value, which will be 0, 4, 20, oh, this thing for sure first. Oops. Compact order 1. And I'm not going to explain what this does right now, because right now it does nothing. The hope is that when I'm done with all of this, it'll do something. We'll see. Anyway, with that being done now, so yeah, if we come up here, I'm curious about something. If I change the selected index, yeah. So that's actually a way for you to view the different tabs in the editor. Anyway. I'm actually just gonna hide that, reset this, and then refresh. There we go. Okay. So, in order to make that work, what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to do this. And also, here's a question. So, the method that I used for doing this testing here is a little bit of a roundabout way, but it's something that, excuse me, it's a little bit of a roundabout way. I know I was going to go with that sentence, but because I'm the programmer and I built my own, and this is my own program that I'm building here, I do have direct access to the things that I want without doing a roundabout thing, if I can sort it out. Border part content. Do I have this being pulled into the ribbon so far? Template IO. I do. It is called CH. I'm going to rename this actually to main bar content. Main bar. And so with these, I'm actually going to give them more suitable names for what I need. Over there. Part tab bar and part tab scroll. Okay. I'm going to rename this to tab list or tab holder. I don't know. And tab container. Tab scroll container, I should say. That's a better word, tab container. Okay. So we have those. Good with that. One element I'm actually also going to do So I'm actually going to copy this over. But then, of course, pull all that out and instead put this in part main scroll and part main content. Okay. Because I'm actually going to need these. Main container, main scroll container. I don't think I'm gonna need that bar at all, but I'm already here and trying to pull it, so I may as well just keep that there for now. And we're gonna do that. So this is part main content. We'll pull this into here. And then we have part main scroll. Okay. So what this little section of code does for me is it will go from the actual, this is the UI stuff right here, all of this. It's very complicated, but you can see how it was put together in the previous streams. But yeah, this is all the UI stuff over here. And what I've done is I've given some of the important things. I'm not sure if this is actually important enough to get a name, but it does. I've given some of the important things some actual names. So this is part content, or part main scroll. And then this little section of code here allows me to pull those specific things from the UI. It looks like a bit of a roundabout way to do it, which it is, because of the fact that the feature that I actually have in place here is that people are able to create their own UI for my ribbon control if they want to put in the time and effort. That's a big ask. So I wouldn't expect many people to actually go through that effort. MV scroll changed. Main container size changed. I don't know if I don't know if I need that. What do I do in this one? A width changed. Okay. Anyway. Main bar scrolling. If E width changed, and we'll do that. Otherwise, update resizing algorithm. Update scroll buttons as needed. We'll get to that if they are visible. We'll get to that if and when we need to. For now, the main thing we actually want to do now is that because we now have direct access to these things, the main container and the main scroll container, the main container is a big thing we actually want. The scroll container I just threw in because I'm going to need it for a feature later on that I didn't add in there before. But with the main container, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find the section where I actually, oh, hello. Control. Can I change the name of this to something else, please? Tab bar size changed. What is we don't have something for if this has changed its size? Ew, let's add that now. Size changed. Correct. And we're gonna actually move it into down here, because this is the part where we're gonna need to do that. And so this is going to be the magical part where we get to do that. If E width changed, that's the only part we really care about. If this width, or actually I should say, if this actual width is less than the main container actual width plus 2, okay, if main container is equal to null, return. And in fact, actually, I'm going to rewrite this section here. Never mind. I will... Here's what I'll do. I'll just copy this 3 times and then cut out the parts I don't want for each. Whoop. Excellent. All right, just makes it less likely to be a mess. That doesn't make any sense. That's fine. If this actual width is less than the main container actual width plus 2, then we're going to compact groups. Else if actual width, else, we don't need to do an else if, then we're going to void uncompact groups. Okay, so in here is where the magic is actually going to happen. But before I get started with that, I'm gonna actually spend a moment, because I think I completely forgot to. So great at streaming, I completely forgot to actually post that I'm doing a stream right now. I did a post yesterday. So now I'm gonna make a new post today saying that I'm actually streaming. Okay. Hello. Currently doing recordings. Bye. Say follow. Put me in the background while you do other stuff. what I like with my coding streams is that if you're somebody who just wants to have noise on in the background while you're doing things, I do not mean that in any sort of way. Anyway, like some people, if they're like doing art or like working on programming of their own, like sometimes for me, like when I'm doing my own programming, I just like having a little something on in the background. So we'll do that. I got a notification on that. Okay. I'm not gonna pretend. I'm just gonna close that. I'm not gonna even pretend to know what was going on over there. Thank goodness I was not actually on the stream. Anyway, so now that I've done those posts, let's get back to actually working on this. So here is where we're gonna come back to this guy here. The notes that I've written out. So here's the thing that we're gonna need to have. Is that while the main container actual width is greater than the actual, here's what we're gonna do. If resize on, add ribbon resize property to disable compacting. Or does this already exist? Compact. No. Okay. That's fine. We'll keep. Oh, actually, no, I don't need that because I can just use a continue statement, or not continue, return, break. Okay. So what we're gonna do is this part. So we're gonna keep trying to compact things as long as the actual main, as long as this little area is wider than the actual thing itself. That was not the best example there, but that's fine. Yeah. Okay. So as long as the ribbon itself is actually narrower, wider, excuse me, the ribbon itself, not everything fits onto it, we're going to keep trying to compact things down and down and down and down. And that's what's going to happen here until we finally get things compacted enough that we have hopefully everything fitting, or we've run out of things to compact. While the width is less than the desired width. Okay. We're going to excuse me, is less than 0, we're going to return. Okay. Okay, here's my question. Yes, this is nullable. Okay, so I need to actually get to... Oh. Dingling Visual Studio. Okay. Okay. If selected tab is equal to null, then we'll return. Alright, so what I need to do is get a list of all the groups in selected tab sorted by the compact order. We're going to start with the biggest first. Okay. If selected tab items count is equal to 0, return. Alright, we want to make sure at least there's one. Okay. So then... do that. And actually, I'm also going to copy that over here, because if that's not something we already have... Oops. Dang it. Okay. Just order by... the list of groups, but sorted with the smallest. Ooh. Okay. So in here, what we'll do is if selected group is greater than or equal to groups count. Oops. Then we will actually break out of this. Eventually, what I'm actually gonna have to do is, I will actually add that in too. Make sure we run through this twice. Okay. If icon compacting, then break. Else, icon compacting is equal to else. Icon compacting is equal to true. And selected group is equal to 0. Okay. Okay. All right. So then with that, we'll go here and we will do So what I should be able to do is groups, selected group. Oh goodness, what is this? I ordered a new. Oh no. Okay. All right. Fun. Oops. Compact size is equal to compact. If icon compacting, then we'll actually do it this way. But if we're not, we'll just do it that way. That's fine. Okay. So that actually, surprisingly, I think is going to be enough for that. If icon compacting. If groups selected group items count is equal is less than 2. Goodness. We'll actually continue. Other resize groups with just one or no items down to an icon. This just makes for extra clicks for the user. Okay, what this little section here is for is that while we're downsizing our ribbon here, let's find a good example on another page. Most of these here actually, so you can kind of see these thin lines, these like kind of hard to see thin lines. These represent the different groups. Obviously this group has 3 items in it. This group and this group and this group all each only have the 1. The thumbnail size group, the preview full screen group, and the waveforms group. That's what's this. Why? Here's actually a better example. So obviously these groups have multiple items in it. This group only has 1, the video stabilization button. What I'm avoiding doing, and this is not gonna have a good example. Nope, it's not. Is if you compact groups down narrow enough, then what we end up with is just a bunch of icons left over. Let me actually see if I can get a different thing that'll show it better. Here we go. Here we are. This is what I'm referring to. Hello.
Woof, that meeting.
Yeah. I'm still streaming, by the way.
It's okay. I'm not going to say anything about it. It was messy. It was messy.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, when the things are compacted down enough, these groups become little menus. Ta-da!
What you making?
I'm working on my ribbon control.
Oh.
This thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because I'm trying to recreate this functionality where when you resize the window, all the stuff moves around, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm working on. Hi, Scrabble. The whole family's here. So, the part that I'm working on more specifically is when I resize it small enough, things just become little menu drop-downs of the groups.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm checking to make sure to see if we need to do that at all.
Okay.
Yeah. Except these, there's no point in making these little menu drop-downs because there's only 1 item in each of these.
Okay, understandable.
So that is what the checks I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Apparently they don't even downsize this one at all. It just stays like that. Weird. They do make this one. Interesting. Weird decisions there. But yeah, that's basically the big thing I'm doing with that. Okay. Yeah. So now we've done the actual sizing down part. That's what this section here is for. So now we need to do the part where we're going back up. Except the first one thing we're gonna have to check for here is making sure if we go too far, we're gonna have to go back a step. Oh, hello! How are you doing?
Hey, Scrabble. What are you doing?
Mr. Scrabble.
Come here. Come here. You're so cute.
Well, the actual width is... It's a Scrabble! You're playing Sonic right now. Which Sonic? Hey. Is it the new Sonic one that's on the, only like Apple Arcade? What is it called? Like Dream Team or something? Why?
Stealing the dog.
Stealing the dog. Oh, Sonic Frontiers. I have that on my Switch, and I still have yet to actually play that. I told myself I was going to play it after I finished Sonic 06, and then I kind of never finished Sonic 06. Are you enjoying Sonic 06? No, not Sonic 06, Sonic Frontiers though. You're having fun with that. It's a Sonic game, but it still has its glitches. Does it really? I have not really heard that many people talking about it having... Frontiers having that many glitches and stuff. I've heard some other issues, well... It's been so long now, it's hard to remember what all I've heard, I'll be honest. Thinking about what I'm trying to do here. Okay. If full uncompacting, then we're gonna put this back to standard. Whereas here we're gonna put this back to that. Yeah, it's the glitch where you run too fast and play number. That sounds like a Sonic Adventure era type glitch. Or like Sonic 06, maybe. Sonic 06 was glitchy and buggy in weird ways, but I'm not sure. Well, maybe something like that happened, I don't know. But, I mean, hopefully that doesn't get too annoying, though. Because, like, the thing with, like, Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure, well, 2 was a much more solid experience, but, like, the original Sonic Adventure, the thing with that is that, while it has some bugs and glitches to it, they don't usually ruin the whole experience that much. Like, it's just kind of a annoyance in the moment type of thing. Whereas Sonic 06 just has stuff all over the place all the time. Oh, Scrabble's barking downstairs. Sonic Adventure 2. I heard that's what people said, is that it kind of harkens back to the Sonic Adventure games. Yeah, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Yeah, I've heard that it kind of harkens a bit back to the Sonic Adventure games, so I'm curious to give it a shot. I wonder if maybe what I should do is replay Sonic Adventure and then play Sonic Adventure 2, and then play Frontiers. I don't know. Okay. This one. Sonic's voice is kind of hard to get used to. Isn't it the same voice actor, or am I mistaken? I thought I heard something about them changing the voice actors. Okay, well at least if it has a good story, that's one good thing. Like if it's a good story and some good gameplay, then that's kind of really the only... Well, gameplay I guess is really the most important thing with a Sonic game, or with most games. But if it can be a Sonic game with both good gameplay and good story, then I think at the very least, then that's at least good enough. There's been too many Sonic games where the gameplay has not been that great, and too many Sonic games even beyond those where the story's been something else. The same voice actor but a different voice. Oh. Yeah, what no, I think you're right. Didn't they cuz he played his character differently or something, I think. Wasn't it? Oh, let's make sure that we actually do that. All right. Okay. But I guess with all of that, I mean, hopefully you're still having fun, though. Whoa, hello. Tab is equal to tab. Select tab internal. Excellent. This is what I need. Okay. Check group sizes. Okay, well that's good, though. It really makes me wonder what they're gonna do next with Sonic games. I don't know. When selecting a tab... Oh. We have it selected. We'll have to make sure we also update. What am I trying to say? Make sure the groups in the tabs are compacted and fit within the window screen. They had a DLC for Sonic Mania, I think. Like a new one related to Sonic Frontiers? There's too many names of these things. I knew that they had made a DLC for it like a while ago that was like Sonic Mania Plus or something. But did they make like an updated one for Shadow in it? Oh, Oh. I think you're talking about superstars. Superstars? What is it called? It is Sonic Superstars, isn't it? This, I think. That's the new 2D Sonic game that I have not touched. I heard that Sonic game was okay. Yeah. And then oh yeah, that's right. We already heard what the next 3D Sonic game is. Is going to be Sonic X Shadow Generations. Or is it Shadow X Sonic Generations? Which is an interesting name. Okay. Oh, something happened there. Okay. Clearly something with how my thing works it is not liking. Oh yeah, the new Sonic that's coming out this year, Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I'm excited for the movie, actually. I really enjoyed Sonic 2. Sonic 1 was decent. I think I screwed up my computer. No. Oh, your computer. Well, at least it wasn't screwed up enough, because obviously you're still able to hear me and respond. I think what I just did is I screwed up this thing. I apparently need to rethink how this whole resizing thing works. Or something. Oh, I've sorted it out. Okay. All right. That's what. Yeah, it caused my code to go into an infinite loop and not actually ever do anything ever again. So now I think hopefully I fixed that. We'll find out. Yay! Alright, so clearly, visually nothing's still happening yet. It's still the same as it was before. But, that's honestly what I expected. Here's actually what we're gonna do now. Is I'm gonna change this. Okay. You have fun with playing Sonic Frontiers. Yeah. Thank you for coming by for a moment, though. So have a good night. Menu item. Okay. So this one is going to be... Okay. It's gotten confused. Menu widths. Click. Oh, that's fair. Sorry, I misunderstood. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do now is I'll show you what actually has changed with the groups, because there should be an actual change, you just is not yet a visible change. Selected tab, and we're gonna do ribbon. Selected tab title. Oh, okay. If ribbon selected tab is equal to null, text status text is equal to no tab selected. Error handling. Yay. Alright, anyway. So here we'll actually show the actual width, and we'll do the append line. That's fine. Okay. Actually, let's do this. Just some resizing of stuff. Okay. Oh no. Oh. What? Oh, is it still... Whoops. There we go. Alright. So now I've changed it so that this button, rather than just being a button that I click, it actually has a list of things. So now we're still here getting the full widths of the things like we had listed before. Although I wonder if I can change the text boxes. Font to console list. So that it's an actual like monotype font, mono width. Yeah, that feels programmery. Okay, so this is the same thing that we've seen before, where we have the ribbon's width and we have the width of the items here. And as we can go here, as you can see, the ribbon, it says it's too small. Because obviously this behavior is still the same, where stuff is just being left off to the side. But what we'll see now is that it was trying to tell all of these things to compact down. And you can see, because it says workbook views, which is this, compacted to icon only, show, which is this, again, compacted to icon only, zoom, which is this, compacted to icon only. So the algorithm tried to downsize all of these down to the smallest size because clearly nothing was actually being downsized. Except for this one, which is just called group. It's supposed to be macros. Which is only left as compact because there's a section in the code that tells it not to make something icon only if there's only one button, which there is. But now with this selected tab, everything's fine, so we'll keep these all at standard. And that'll be the same here too. But if I try to come down here, now it'll try to compact at least some of these. And it tried to compact all of them again. I might have to modify this thing, but whatever, it's fine as it is. So clearly we can tell that a difference is being made. It's just that the difference that is being made here isn't actually affecting the actual visuals. So that'll be the next part that we do, and we might actually get through all of this today. Very big thing in this very little thing. Okay. All right. So the first thing I'm actually gonna check on is make sure is compacted actually used. What is this? It's a ribbon button. Okay. That's fine, except it's not fine. I got it. Okay. Here's what I'm actually gonna do. So I think I've shown this off before. This is my little program that I had made, my little tool that allows me to... Oh, let's see if I can try to make it closer to like the Visual Studio color. What is like the Visual Studio color? This color, kinda. Nice turn on. Okay. This. Boop. Close enough. It does kind of look like it. So this tool that I've built here is called a property builder, and it is actually what I use for I see the issue now. There we go. All right. This is the tool that I actually use for putting together properties. In the past, you've probably seen me use a command line tool, which works just as well, but this works even better. So we're gonna change that to that. Actually, we won't have that at all because it won't change. Yes, it will. So we're gonna actually replace this here with this new thing. Oh, dang it. Alright, that's fine. Oh, gosh. Oh, okay. That's a bug. I'm gonna have to fix that later. Oops. Alright, which means that's gonna be a bug I'm gonna be dealing with for the rest of the day. Excellent. Alright. Anyway. Yet if this current group is compacted. Oh! Oh, is collapsed down to just an icon. And okay. So what this is going to do, it's just that that didn't make any sense. That's fine. Okay. Oops. Oh, update compact size. Okay. If compact size is equal to icon only, then is collapsed is true, else is collapsed is false. Everything is hidden away, it's just the group title and icon now. This is the icon only mode, and that's not actually gonna do anything for right now. Okay. And this section is where we're gonna actually make some magic happen. Except before we do that again. Oh dear. Highly recommended to not use this value and instead use one of the others. This is a default value if the property isn't set to any of the other values, and will render similarly to mall. Okay. I'm just adding on more complexity and stuff for myself. but that's fine. And just to double clarify, so this one has is collapsed, not is compacted. Okay. And then also to triple clarify. Let's go to iRibbon item. Ribbon element size is the standard size and the compact size is compacted. Okay, there is no compact size or compact state. Is compacted is used for that. Okay. Wait, so that means I don't even need unset. Because that means that by default, it'll just use whatever is the default compact size, which for these is small. Excellent. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of unset, forget all of everything that I just typed there. Sometimes I just start building a thing and then I realize I don't need it anymore, you know, but it's fine. Okay. All right. Wait a moment. Let's go back into this. What is this talking about? Oh, because all of these are missing. Yeah. That's the thing I'll have to do later. Ooh, let's actually... Okay. Well, one moment. Sorry, my mind is going all over the place. For each iRibbon item in items, item is compacted is equal to group size mode. Oops, excuse me. Is equal to compact size is equal to group size mode compact. Cool. So now we should actually see something happen. Let's see how well this goes. Okay, that's concerning. Oh. Yeah, okay. It has started to. You can see, oh, it's struggling. Okay. We've started to make something happen here. Part of what's going to help, I'm gonna be honest, is actually making these compacted items even smaller. Actually, no, we'll keep that at small. What we want to do is compact, oops, compact size small, oops, icon only. Okay, then we're gonna come to the view. These are gonna be where we're going to have the real fun time. So good with that there. Bam. Okay. Clearly some other work to be done. At least it's trying. It tried. Okay. Clearly we have some issues if it's in a situation where it's like in this in-between state, because it's trying to either compact everything or uncompact everything. So this isn't exactly the solution I'm looking for. I think I know why. It's because it's doing this check. So it is trying to compact and uncompact everything in every single, going back and forth in every single frame. That is what's causing that to happen. Which is a lot of, probably a lot of computing power that is being wasted on this. Okay. I have to think about this. And in the meantime, if E width changed, if E, does this tell us the new, okay, if E new size width is greater than the old size width, then here's what we'll do. Okay. That should hopefully help a little bit with that. The idea is that if we're going down, the only thing we're going to want to do is compact, and if we're going up, we're going to want to uncompact. Oh, wait a moment. Okay, so what I just did is, ideally, if we're sizing down, that means we're only trying to that still means we're only trying to compact. If we're sizing up, we are only trying to uncompact. So let's do this, that. Okay, it leads to some weird results, and I think it's because it is still trying to compact literally everything. And the only thing it can do next from here is actually put everything down into icons. Okay. Everything's back to standard for some reason. But why does everything get reset back to standard? Does, how does this work? That's a great question to be asking myself. Multiple, months in. How does this work? What does this thing do? Because what's supposed to be happening is that it should at least save that compact status for each of these even when you go into a different tab. So that even when you come back, it'll still be compacted. I don't know. Here's the next thing that I'm gonna do. Trigger. Property is collapsed. Value true. We're gonna actually make something happen here. To make that happen, I'm actually gonna take the button, the image. Okay. That's the thing I meant to hit. Group icon. But we'll do name, image, art, group image. Goodness. Header, property, visibility. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Value collapse. Okay. And this is going to be, oh, already has a name. And it's going to be horizontal grid row. Grid column 0. Margin 2 10 2 1. Oh, 2 5 2 1. Width height. That'll probably be switched back to 16. I don't know. Excuse me. I'm gonna have to think about how I want that to work, but that's fine. That'll be something I'll figure out another day, probably off stream. Jeez, goodness. Oh, the property should be visibility. The target should be part IC, and the value will be collapsed. Okay. Part AC is this. Okay. So that means that in theory, when we're still starting to actually do icon only, it'll actually be icon only. And hopefully if that actually looks and works out well, then I will say that that's good enough for me for this stream. We'll see. Okay. Excellent. Okay, it's still trying to... Oh my gosh, well that's annoying. Okay. So the annoying thing, what should be happening is only some of these should be collapsing and some of these should be staying at the normal size. I expect this window one should be throwing everything off. I think... Let me double check what I have set for the windows. Yeah, it has the highest one there. Okay. So this is annoying. So here's what we're gonna do. Hello, hello. How are you doing? Okay. Poke Park? Like the Wii game? Oh my gosh. Interesting. How is that going? I actually downloaded it at the last moment before the Wii U shop closed. So I do have Poke Park Wii, but I don't really know anything about it. Is it actually good? What is it? What even is it? I'm gonna clear this out. We're gonna go this way. Now we're gonna go bam. Okay. So it changed this to compact and it still didn't like it for some reason, so it changed this to compact. Still didn't like it, changed this to compact. Still didn't like it. Change this one to connect. Why is it still unhappy? I mean, here's my question. I think we have to ask it to re-render these first. It's a bit different regular Pokemon. Not very long. I'm actually already done. It's like an actual Pokemon RPG type experience, or is it like not? Or is it something else? I thought it was something kind of more along the lines of just like like what is like Pokemon Home kind of is right now, or like something like that. Maybe not with the whole transferring Pokemon thing, but I thought it was just some sort of just like silly little experience that you just mess around in for a while and not an actual full-on game. What is update layout? Okay, that is a thing. A little RPG like you have to go and befriend a Pokemon. Okay. That sounds a little bit like, from the small, tiny little bit. That sounds like the, let it measure, that's what I wanted. Mystery Dungeon. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. It sounds a little bit like that. Is that similar type of experience? Like the one that came out on the Switch, the remake? I've no experience with the Mystery Dungeon beyond that. But at least it sounds, at the very least, it sounds like it's at least something interesting, though, which is at least cool to hear. I kind of downloaded it on a whim because I wasn't super sure what that is. So if it sounds like it's an actual good experience, then at least that'll make me feel happier that I downloaded it. Okay. All right. I think that now we're at the the situation that I'm gonna run into now is the I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to be looking to be doing after this point. I was looking to get through any Mystery Dungeon. I enjoyed it okay for the little bit that I played, but I guess it didn't really hook me enough. Mystery Dungeon on the Switch. I know definitely it has its fans, the game series, but I don't know. Maybe someday I'll get back to it, but I have so many other stuff that I want to play And it's kind of not really up in my list. At least if it sounds like if Poke Park Wii is actually a fun time, then I'm glad that I have it. So you're one of the fans then. Yeah, the concept is really interesting to me. Of just like this guy that transformed into a Pokemon and then like is you know, going around and helping stuff and making stuff happen. And it sounds like, yeah, an interesting story, an interesting premise. But yeah, I mean, if the gameplay doesn't speak to you, then that's that. 2 Poke Park games, apparently. There's 2 of them? Really? What am I gonna do here? Okay. So here is my next plan for what I'm gonna do here. Somehow invalidate measure didn't do what I wanted. What I need to figure out is how to force WPF to remeasure all of the groups again. Oops. Or at least, oh my gosh. Okay, you know what? Main container invalidate measure. How about that? To be honest, though, it's been so long, you maybe know nothing but the rage moment of the fact in one game the second. Of Mystery Dungeon or Poke Park? I like the art style that they had for the Mystery Dungeon game on the Switch. The art style was fun. Okay, it sounds like it's not exactly doing what I want it to do. Yeah. Poke Park, oops. Is there like, are they both on the Wii, or is there like a... That's fair. Are there like, is it on a different console? That's what I wonder. I only know of Poke Park Wii, but I guess it is called Poke Park Wii, which might, signify the existence of a Poke Park that is not Wii. Mail save file where I beat the game there. Poke Park. It's been that long since you played it. Okay. I'll find the Wii. Oh, interesting. Is it called like Poke Park Wii 2? I don't know. Anyway, that's interesting. I genuinely did not know the existence of a second one. Or if I did know, I forgot. Poke Park 2 Wonders Beyond. What a name. I like that, actually. That's fun. What a name. Okay. So here's what's happening with the ribbon that is getting very upset about. And that I'm getting upset that it's getting upset about. So we have it set up that when I resize the ribbon down, it starts trying to compact down some of these groups here. This group should be the first one it'll compact down. Excuse me. And then it'll probably move on to one of these later ones too. But these two groups being compacted should be all that's needed to fit everything else on the page just fine. But instead, I move over and it starts compacting, and we get everything compacted down, which is not good. And everything is compacted down to its smallest possible size. Yeah, which is not great. I'm gonna make one other change just to verify that it is not this should be F1. Excellent. Okay. Well, hopefully the second one was worth not getting, because I do not have the second one. Or weren't they only like download only or something? I don't know. Yeah. So when you compact it down, it's trying to compact down everything at the same time, which is super annoying. Because now I've set it so it only compacts this one. It should compact this one first and then this one second. Once this one is compacted, maybe even after this one is compacted, that should be enough to let everything else fit on the screen just fine without any further compacting. But like I said, it's still compacting everything, which is not good. A good soundtrack is a good thing for a Sonic game. That's what you need. That's good to hear, though. I have heard good things about the soundtrack, actually, for Sonic Frontiers, so yeah. Also, that's an annoying thing, but that's whatever. I'll figure that out later. And so what I think is happening, to some extent, what I think is happening is that it does the compacting of the first thing, and it's checking the width, but it's still the whole entire width that it was at before, rather than the new width after the thing is being compacted. And it says, oh, still not good, and it keeps compacting down, checks the width again, which is still the old value. Oh, still not good, goes down again, checks the old, compacts the next thing, checks the old value, oh, still not good, which is not good. All right, here is actually what I'm gonna change, and I'm gonna copy this out so that I can do that. Value put into breakpoint. Actually, wait. I'll do that. There we go. Don't have to delete anything. Alright, so this will be the last thing that I check to see if there's any way that I can actually get the actual size. Because if there isn't, then we're gonna have an actual problem. And I will have to share what my plans are going to be at that point, which is going to be something else. Okay, so the actual width of these items here is 1203 for all of these items that are currently here. So now we're going to try compacting down. And so the group that was just compacted down was window. But it still doesn't like the width, because now the width is 1205. The main container, the actual width, it still has listed as 1203. For some reason, that was the old one, right? Yeah. But does main container have something else that is the actual width now? What is desired size? Nope. Render size? Nope. What about just size or width, I guess, in this case? Width. Not a number. Excellent. Oh, of course, okay. Which sucks. So that means that somehow I'm not getting the actual new width in here after something's been compacted down, because that's what I'm trying to keep comparing against, is the actual new width. And it's not working. Why isn't it? Is it something to do with the fact that it's in an event handler? And that there's something that's telling it to not do that? I wonder. So, yeah, that's what it keeps doing, is because this actual width value doesn't actually update. It thinks that the entire width here, and there's no way for me to show you. Well, here, let me just do that. Dang it. Okay. Is still trying to measure this whole width of 1,203 of this whole thing, even when we go a little bit under. And so of course it thinks, oh my gosh, everything's way too big, and goes down to pushing everything to the smallest possible size, rather than actually getting an updated width value after one thing's been compacted. So that's a problem. And so we have two options with that. So either I figure out how to force WPF, the actual UI system, to get the new measurement and get the new width so that I can go through this the proper way. Or I somehow pull out this logic so that it kind of goes in steps and chunks, and that it does a chunk, waits for the layout to get updated whenever that is, and does the next chunk and waits for the layout, which would be really annoying for me, because I feel like there should be a way to make that happen without that convoluted process. The last possible option, and what I think I might end up doing, is see what the Microsoft ribbon actually does. The Microsoft ribbon control, Microsoft being of course the company that built the ribbon, The WPF version of that control is actually available as open source now for us to look at, for me to look at, or anyone, and figure out what it's doing and kind of pull from there. That is actually something, some of the bit here, the ribbon 2-line text is completely pulled from the WPF ribbon code online that Microsoft made, so that I didn't have to do this little part myself. So basically I would look into how Microsoft's ribbon does the whole resizing thing. It's probably a completely, I would guess that it's probably a completely different process than what I do. And I hope that I don't have to redesign my whole thing to make it work like that way. Because I think my way would work if this value could actually get updated. But as it is right now, somehow this isn't working, and I need to figure out why and get it working. And yeah. So, I mean, in theory, I got the work done. I did the stuff that I needed to do. But in practice, my work has only just begun. So, that's annoying. But at least I did get it somewhat going. It's just going to be something I'll have to sort out next from there. But I think for now, that'll be enough for what we do for today. I did get progress done. I will not complain about that. So we'll do that. And so yeah, I'll have to sort that out off screen because it's kind of probably gonna involve me looking around at stuff on the internet or digging into source code of the Microsoft thing, and that's just not going to make for a fun stream. This is already debatably not a fun stream to watch. So that's fine. So I'll do that off stream. Oh, the other thing that I did off stream that I actually forgot to mention previous to this. So in the past, this ribbon folder that contains all of the ribbon code that I've made used to be under this toolbars folder. Now obviously toolbars is very empty and we have ribbon all in its own folder. I decided to move the folder up here so it's like just another top level folder, just because I think it'll be better for others who are using my library to get easier access to it. That's what I'll say without digging too much into the details. The way I had it before wasn't bad, but it was definitely, you know, a little bit hidden, folders within folders. Whereas now it's a little bit more easily discoverable. That's the biggest change I made, and did a little bit of extra work actually down here with actually getting the dialogue launcher part to work. But I don't have any way to demonstrate that right now because I didn't set it up. But that's fine. But either way, I did get progress done, and I'm good with that. And yeah, I hope that those of you who are watching enjoy playing the rest of your games or do whatever you're doing for your night. And I think I'm pretty much set here. Yeah, it was nice talking to you for a little bit. We will have to... I need to actually, like, get better at reaching out. I say this all the time, I need to get better at reaching out. I've been such a hermit towards like the latter half of 2023, and I'm trying to get myself out of that shell slowly and back to actually out and talking with people. So I need to reach out and actually properly catch up with you and just everybody who I haven't talked to in a while. But yeah, it was nice to at least talk a little bit and hang out a little bit. So yeah. But for here and now, this is what I have gotten done. What did I write down here? Most tabs are comprised of multiple groups. Most ribbon tabs are comprised of multiple groups. Okay. But yeah. Yeah. You feel similarly to me. Yeah. I mean, I feel like so many of us are just not the best at actually reaching out to other people. Because when I talk to like some of our other mutual friends, they're just like, yeah, I just am not good at doing that. So, I don't know. I gotta do more on my end, because if I don't, then no one else is gonna, and I can't expect other people to want to. But yeah. But this has been nice, at least to hang out and talk a little bit. Some progress has been made. Definitely more still to do, but at least there was something. But yeah. I will say that this is good enough for today, though. And I hope that you all have a good night and enjoy what you're doing. And yeah. And so I will pull up the end display. And yeah, I hope you have a good night. Yeah. Bye. Good night. Bye. Oh, something. That was weird sounding. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, bye!